and welcome back to our Fulham Career Mode episode number 26. And today we have got Stoke up first, away at the Britannia Stadium. As you might as well know, no one wants to go to Stoke, especially on a rainy night. So going into this game, I didn't really expect much. I'm only joking, guys. Obviously, compared to real life, FIFA's obviously just so much different. But the traditions keep up, and they do score first, which was a bit cruel on me, I thought, because it was just out of nowhere. No, anyway, yeah, Glenn bloody Whelan, out of everyone who could have scored, he frigging popped up, didn't he, on 6-yard box and belted one in. But, it didn't really matter because we came back really 7 minutes later in the 17th minute, and well done to Mane. It was quite a funny goal, really, because Vadillo, I think, was stood offside blatantly. It kind of hit him and went in. So, well done to him for improvising. I don't think he knew much about it. I don't think he did at all. But, I think Manny was a bit annoyed because he could have got another goal. But, we scored. But then, on the stroke of half-time, they scored. So, their new player, Divavi, I can't be asked to try and say his name because I just look like a prick, like I already have. But, he got a really good goal. Great curve on it. It was just a really good goal, right past Stecklenburg. And, we were pressuring after half-time because I didn't really want to be 2-1 down. And, as you see, we scored from a corner. So, somehow we scored from a corner. I mean, that doesn't happen much in FIFA 16, as goalkeepers are just OP and just come out and punch it, even if the ball was like 20 foot in the air. So, well done to Sombalonga for getting the head. And as you see on the screen, guys, Stoke in the final minutes were really pressuring me. I'm surprised they didn't score. And just nearly in the last minute, they had this chance with Stephen Ireland. He turned and hit it wide. And I mean, I was so thankful it didn't go in. I was shitting myself. But somehow we come away with a 2-2 draw. Well done to us. That's a point well taken because, to be fair, guys, I don't think we really deserved the win. But anyway, Phoebe, we signed him. We swapped him for Zongo. Thank God Zongo's gone because he's crap. So we're bringing a new English young talent in the name of Benica Phoebe. So hopefully he'll set the league on fire. And also PSG of any clubs, yes. They wanted Sadio Mane and they put quite a good bid in, to be fair. But I was holding out for that 35 million because I don't want to really let him go for any much more. If I have to, it will probably be no less than 30 million. So, again, Schalke and Sporting Lisbon, they were putting bids in. But I was like, well, I'm not going to sell him for 21 million. You can get stuffed. So I can't obviously around the 35 million mark. And also, I wanted to try and sign Will Hughes, 21 at 74 rated. Fantastic player. I don't think he's played much in real life recently because I think he's been injured quite a lot. But on this game, he's actually moved to Celtic, and it was Celtic that actually wanted Stecklenburg. And as you see, we signed another player in this video, to Andros Townsend. We get him on a pre-contract, 45,000 a week. So, great stuff to have him. Obviously, I don't play wingers, but, he'll be even good in maybe centre mid, in the attacking role, or maybe even at a striker, because I don't think he's got a bad shot on him, to be fair. But anyway, second game in the episode was against Brentford at home. The replay in the FA Cup as we drew the first game at their ground 1-1. And as you see, Benica Phoebe in his debut was so close to getting an early goal. Hits the bar, so unlucky. And they actually took the league, Brentford, which was surprising because, don't get me wrong, it was early on and there weren't many chances. Obviously, there was that first one for a Phoebe, but, a great strike from their striker. I don't know who he is, Hoffman. He sounds like he might be from Germany or somewhere, but great goal by him, right past Rodak, who was in net, as I was playing my second team, because at first I thought, well, it's only Brentford, played our second team at their ground at first game, and we drew 1-1. But, I thought, well, you may as well give some of the youth players a bit of a chance. And as you see, Benica Phoebe, on his debut, cuts inside, powers it past their goalkeeper Button, and he gets on the score sheet and gets his first goal for his Fulham career. So, well done to the lad. Great goal by him. That's why I brought him in, guys, because I could just tell he's going to score goals. Zongo wasn't really that type of player. Zongo was more of the chance to kind of knock long balls to counter attack because he has that pace. But as you see, Fobe again, it was just a nuisance all game. He were making the defenders fall over. It was turning them inside out. And again, really, we should have been winning this game. But then there was chances like this Brentford, and I was just giving them really. The thing is, with me, I throw and kick the ball out to the players too many times. But the good thing is they don't score many. So I'm quite lucky on that aspect. But, extra time, and we score first. So Benicophobe again, in extra time, the first half, turns the defender, fires it past the goalkeeper again. Great goal by him. Second goal in the FA Cup. He's set the cup on fire basically. So he was fantastic in this game. So high praise for him on the first game for us, and he's a great player to play with. And that was kind of it for the game really. I mean, they had one or two chances in the second half of extra time, but that was it. And then here, guys, 33.5 million from PSG. I'm taking that every day of the week. I don't care. I mean, it's only 1.5 under the transfer estimation that I wanted, the 35 million, but I don't care. 33.5 million for an 80 rated player. Do you know how many players I can bring in for that money? And also, again, Celtic declined another deal for my Hughes, and we was trying to sign Jack Butland. But anyway, there was confirmation of the big sell to PSG. We get 28.5 million. So that's massive money for a club that's just come up in promotion. And battling for top spot, we are actually second at the moment, 2 points behind Tottenham. So we do need that money to really buy good players, guys. It was the last game of the episode against Sunderland. This Sunderland team was the first team to beat us in the league. They beat us 2-0 at their ground at the Stadium of Light. So I don't know really how going into this match I thought it was going to go. I mean, they had a really good chance there with that header, and I don't know how they didn't score because it was an easy shot really. And we was unlucky there. Good save from the goalkeeper, and they nearly put it in their own net. I was like, friggin' hell, how's that not gone in? But anyway, it stayed 0-0 at that point. And then again, Ben Yedder, their new French striker with so much pace, came through. It's absolutely burned me defenders and hits the post. It was so unlucky. And here again, this game was full of chances, and I don't know how none of the clubs scored early on. Again, Craig Gardner not got 2 chances in a row against one of his former teams, and somehow the goalkeeper pulls off some saves. And it was tight. It was really tight, this game. And there were just chances coming out of everywhere. We were having them, then they would have some, then we would have some. So I just didn't know who was going to score first, or if it was just going to end 0-0, because that's how it did go into the half time. And at this point, I thought, it's just going to be one of them games where we can't score, and if we can't score, Sunderland might nick it. But Livermore found a bit of a gap on the left. He came through and powered it past Mamone. We get the goal finally from I don't know how many chances, maybe about 6. So well done to Livermore. I did think, should I sell Livermore in this January transfer window? Should I maybe sell him for someone? Should I maybe swap him? But the guy that I thought of swapping him for was actually Jack Rodwell, who picked up a red card here for this tackle on, I don't know who it was, I think it might have been Keane. I think it was Keane. But, I don't think it was really a red, to be fair. I thought it was just, a yellow card, a normal yellow card. But obviously the ref thought different, and he gave him the red. So Sunderland was down to 10 men, but that didn't stop them from trying to score. But what was the nail in the coffin was this Barney goal again from Craig Gardner. It was a beater this time who's shot, and like the Vadillo goal earlier in the episode, it hit Gardner and went past the goalkeeper again. So we were 2-0 up. Fantastic win for us, definitely good win, and got a bit of revenge on them for making us lose our first game of the season. So 3 points again, putting pressure on Tottenham, because Tottenham don't seem to be dropping any points. It's so frustrating. But anyway, back into transfers, and the good thing was Celtic finally accepted an offer for Will Hughes. I think it took me about 4 goes. The thing is, they obviously wanted to sell him because they would have just said transfer negotiations are over. So they obviously wanted to get a bit of money and a player for him. So I was quite happy with that. And as well, Teddy Bishop went on loan to Leeds for this season. And as well, we put another bid in for Jack Butland, and we also sell Lionel Cole on loan. And I did actually scout Jeff Henrik earlier in January month, and I want to see what rating was, because I really like this guy in real life. I think he's a great player, and I would really like him at Hull. But anyway, we're putting a 500,000 plus Tunnicliffe bid for him, and we'd see what happens. But first off, Stoke City accept our bid for Jack Butland for 6 million plus Stecklenburg. And as you see, we won't find out if we're going to get him yet, but we do sign Will Hughes, which is great. So, that's 3 great signings this episode. Obviously, 1 on pre-contracts and 2 really good English young stars that will really help me, and I think will really grow good in the future. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!